Hi, I'm Brendan Lola, and I would like to introduce you to Hojikoto Hojo, a project to begin trading Kinkili with the Barakunda Collective in the Gambia, West Africa. What is Kinkili? Kinkili is a leaf that grows wild in the West African bush and has been used for generations as a refreshing tea by all of the ethnic groups in the Senegambia region and beyond. It is prized for its taste and is commonly drunk with milk and sugar or honey as a special treat to break the daily fast during the month of Ramadan. It is also considered to have a number of medicinal properties by traditional healers, who use it for a broad range of ailments, from stomach problems to headaches and fever. So why isn't this great product already available in the United States? Well, it is in a limited way. You can find Kinkili leaves at some small African shops and boutiques, but it's really hard to tell if these are going to be fresh leaves or even if they're actually Kinkili. When you do find the genuine article, it tends to have been brought over by the friends of shopkeepers, so it's a very limited trade that doesn't benefit the communities in West Africa, which regularly consume and harvest the leaves. We propose to build a mutually beneficial trade with these communities by buying the leaves from them at a fair price so that we can feel good about buying and consuming the leaves and that they can get some real benefit from this. The community we plan to work with is the village of Barakunda, the Gambia. While I served as a Peace Corps volunteer in Barakunda, I made a lot of friends and worked on a lot of small projects in the community. The village is really a dynamic and hard-working group of people who unfortunately lack a lot of opportunities to make money outside of raising peanuts, which are not sellable on the world market because of this type of fungus that grows on peanuts in West Africa. There are other possible cash crops available in the Gambia, such as cashews, shea butter, and black-eyed peas, yet all of these require more time, money, and infrastructure than most people in Barakunda have at their disposal. Kinkili on the other hand, grows wild and is easily cultivated, harvested, and dried with local methods. It weighs very little, so it is easy to transport, and a number of Kinkili groves already exist within walking distance of Barakunda. I have been speaking with my friends on the Village Development Committee, a kind of city council in the Gambian government system, about the project, and they have put together a collective of interested people. All that would be necessary to begin trading would be an agreement with the buyer, and that's where I hope to be able to help. The first step of the project would be to buy an initial test shipment of Kinkili from the Barakunda Collective. We would then arrange for transport over here to Madison, where we would use this initial test shipment to build buzz and to find a market for the product here in the States. We would then go to individual businesses and take orders from each of these businesses who would like to stock the tea on their shelves. Once we have these orders, we would then communicate with the Barakunda Collective as to how much tea we need to meet the demand, arrange for regular transport from Barakunda to the capital in Banjul, and then for shipment back here to Madison. So how can you help? By giving to the Hojikoto Hojo campaign, you will help us fund the initial trip to Barakunda to request the proper permissions from the leaders of the village to agree on terms and to set up some basic infrastructure, such as a community drying structure, and to buy the initial shipment of Kinkili. The money will also help to buy some advertising and packaging materials back here in Madison. In return for your donation, you will receive one of several different quantities of Kinkili for your own enjoyment. Donors who give over $100 will also receive some Gambian honey, which is made by African bees from nectars such as mango, cashew, and malina. This is a product that is unavailable in the States, and it will complement the tea nicely. If the marketing campaign is successful, each donor will also receive a voucher for another free Kinkili product once the first commercial shipment arrives. When I first mentioned the phrase, you've probably been wondering, what does Hojikoto Hojo mean? It's considered to be a very old Mandinka expression, and while it doesn't have a direct translation into English, it can be loosely translated as an agreement, a private agreement between friends that shared with kind of a wink amidst people not in the know. So by giving to Hojikoto Hojo, you can be in on this agreement. You can share a wink with us here in the States by sharing the knowledge and benefits of Kinkili Ba, and sharing a wink with the Barokunda Collective by engaging in a mutually beneficial trade.